Hey guys, welcome back to the land of books and movies. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas or Hanukkah or Ramadan or Kwanzaa is off to a great start. I'm about to ruin it with another series of unfortunate events. And I'm covering The Vile Village and The Hostile Hospital from the book series and the Netflix miniseries. And this is a pretty easy one since the similarities outnumber the differences. In the Vile Village, it starts with the Killery inspired philosophy that it takes a village to raise a child. So off we go to the village of foul devotees, which has dual meanings. The surface meaning is that they're a bunch of bird worshippers, and the below surface meaning is that they are a toxic and bird shit crazy cult. In the book and the show, they take in the Baudelaires with the intent to run them ragged with all their chores and deprive them of all that is joy, learning, and humanity with countless unreasonable rules, the punishment for them being singular and quite extreme death by fire. So, while they're living with Hector, they're being themselves in secret and receiving tiny clues that the quagmires are nearby. That's the first few things the book and the show share. Where they start to differ is with how Count Olaf is hiding in plain sight. In the book, he's Detective Dupin, who is dressed for Disco Inferno in a bright blue jacket with no shirt underneath and plastic yellow shoes at the bottom of the flared pants. In the show, the Detective Dupin costume looks a little bit more beatnik, and it includes a shirt beneath a leather jacket. And of course, there's also kind of a rhyme singing doo-wop speech pattern that is absent from the book. Esme's squalor is also hiding in plain sight as Officer Luciana, but it's more immediately obvious to the Baudelaires in the show than it is in the book. After they disguise Jacques Snicket as Count Olaf, kill him, and frame Sonny for his murder, while the Baudelaires are in jail, they use the bread and water as a means to escape. By using the bread as a sponge, spread the water all over the walls until they locate a soft spot in the wall of the jail cell that they can work on to break out to the outside. After they escape with the Quagmires and Hector's hot air balloon mobile home, the whole thing is sabotaged by Esme with her harpoon gun. And while the village of foul devotees are distracted by Esme killing of one of the birds, they escape the vile village on foot in the book, and in the show, they get away in a ladder truck with Sonny behind the wheel and make their way to the hostile hospital. They find Heinrich Hospital while still on the run from Count Olaf and Esme, and the book and the show are not as similar as with the Vile Village. The hostile hospital provides more character depth with Babs, the head of human resources and paperwork jockey, who always needs a paper bag to hyperventilate into. There's Hal, the Hall of Records keeper. He's largely the same. But the disguises of Count Olaf, his troop, and Esme are different. In the book, Count Olaf hides behind the intercom system as just Mattathias, the new head of human resources, with members of the troop also in disguise as Nurse Lucafont and Dr. Flacutano. In the show, he gets past Babs with the on the fly alias as Dr. Mattathias Medical School, and the rest of the show is the same as the book, with Violet being admitted as a patient under an anagram and threatened with decapitation under the guise of surgical necessity. What is different here is how Klaus and Sonny disguise themselves as doctors to stop this. In the book, they disguise themselves as two different doctors. In the show, they disguise themselves as one doctor with a long beard and a huge belly. And the hostile hospital ends with Violet being saved by paperwork, And the reporter from the Daily Punctilio is going nuts over every single disaster. And Count Olaf and company torch the hospital before escaping. And that is all for this series of unfortunate events. Thank you so much for joining me again this week. If you enjoyed this video and what I do here, you know the drill. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and check out my sponsors. And I'll see you next book and movie.